Although there are constantly new rumors circulating in the world of celebrity gossip, the news of today shocked many followers with the details of John and Steven's marriage. Up until now, the pair, who have been under constant media scrutiny, have mostly kept their personal lives secret. Steven's latest remarks, however, have verified some of the most conjectured information about their connection, including the wonderful news of a new family member. Years ago, Jana and Steven and his partner have been the epitome of the perfect Hollywood couple. Despite their public personalities, they have both maintained a sense of privacy while being successful in their respective businesses. Fans and the media have been fascinated by their relationship since it started a few years ago. Many people are intrigued about the reality of their supposedly ideal marriage, which has led to a lot of speculation about it. The media has frequently focused on Jana, a well-known figure in the entertainment sector. Whether she has always been in the spotlight, whether it is for her professional accomplishments or her personal life. She and Steven, however, have kept their relationship largely under wraps despite the attention. This degree of secrecy is uncommon for a couple with such a high profile. Despite frequent attempts by the media to snoop on their personal life, Jana and Steven have been able to keep things under wraps. For years, there has been conjecture about the couple's choice to keep their relationship hidden. Supporters have frequently questioned what occurs behind closed doors. Is their marriage really as ideal as it appears to be? Is there something else going on underneath? The public's understanding of the inner workings of their existence together was limited until recently. However, the couple has gradually started to share more details about their relationship in recent months. Fans now have a better understanding of what it's truly like to be married to Jana thanks to Steven's increased candor regarding their private moments. The most shocking revelation from this: the confirmation of Jana's pregnancy is one of the most recent revelations. The pair had been the subject of pregnancy rumors for months, but neither Jana nor Steven had responded to the allegations in public until recently. Finally confirming the pregnancy, Steven acknowledged in an open interview that they are expecting their first child together. As Steven talked about the excitement of being a parent and the anticipation they feel as they get ready to welcome their new addition, fans were struck speechless. The news has sent their followers into a frenzy, with many posting congrats and expressing their excitement on social media. Renowned for her elegance and poise, Jana has expressed her joy at becoming a mother. Her social media posts have alluded to her rising enthusiasm and the changes taking place in her life, despite the fact that she has not disclosed many specifics about her pregnancy. The public's attention has undoubtedly been drawn to the news, and the couple's supporters are anxious to find out what lies ahead for them. 4. This pregnancy announcement might surprise many who have been following Jana's career. Jana's ability to keep her private life private has always been well known. Whether it's her connection with Steven or the dynamics of her family, she has always maintained her privacy, letting her art do the talking. Jana and Steven may have decided to conceal their pregnancy for so long for a variety of reasons. For starters, they might have just wished to take pleasure in the pregnancy experience away from the media's prying gaze. When it comes to pregnancy, Hollywood couples are frequently the subject of great public scrutiny, with every aspect of the experience being examined and criticized. Jana and Steven might have just wished to shield their expanding family from that kind of scrutiny. The couple's choice to keep things secret may possibly have been influenced by Jana's professional life. A well-known personality in the entertainment industry, Jana is familiar with the demands of upholding a public persona. An announcement of her pregnancy might have caused the media to turn its attention from her career accomplishments to her personal life. Jana was in charge of the announcement's timing and made sure it was made according to her wishes by keeping everything under wraps. Throughout their relationship, Steven has shown Jana a great deal of support, and this pregnancy is no exception. Steven recently spoke adoringly about his wife in an interview, highlighting the resilience of their relationship and his enthusiasm for what is ahead. He said that Jana has always been the pillar of their relationship and commended her for being an amazing partner. Although the couple has mostly kept their relationship secret, fans have been able to learn more about their dynamic thanks to Steven's public remarks. His latest comments regarding their pregnancy demonstrate how much he values Jana, who he has always protected. In appreciation of his supporters' support, Steven has stated that he will keep to put his family first while they move through this new phase together. The couple's decision to conceal their pregnancy for such a long time was surely influenced by their close bond. Steven and Jana have both underlined how crucial it is to preserve their privacy and keep things normal despite the enormous public interest. Fans have responded to Jana's pregnancy announcement in a variety of ways, as is the case with any significant celebrity disclosure. Numerous people have conveyed their joy and enthusiasm, saturating social media with warm wishes and congratulations. Support for the pair has been enthusiastically shared by fans, who are overjoyed to see them begin a family. However, other fans who have been following John and Steven's relationship for years and feel a strong bond with them are experiencing a sense of loss. For these admirers, the news that Jana is pregnant signifies the end of an era and the start of a new one. Some believe that their perception of the couple as the ideal private couple is changing as their marriage pursues their aspirations to start a family. Fans of the couple are undoubtedly thrilled about what's to come, despite the conflicting feelings. One thing is certain, regardless of whether they are endorsing the pregnancy or are merely tracking the couple's path, many people have fallen in love with Jana and Steven. What will happen to Steven and Jana next? Now that Jana's pregnancy has been confirmed, people are eager to see what the couple's future holds. Will they keep? Will further public disclosures result from this new chapter? Or will their private lives remain private? Will they continue to keep things secret, or will they chronicle their pregnant journey? Without a doubt, the birth of a child will alter their relationship dynamics and public perception. But for the time being, it appears that Jana and Steven are concentrating on savoring this unique moment together and getting ready for the birth of their child. As their admirers keep up with their progress, it's obvious that Steven and Jana are eager and in love to start the next phase of their life. Their followers will never forget the couple's dedication to one another and their expanding family, and they are eager to see what the future has in store for them. The couple's life has entered a new and exciting chapter with today's announcement of Jana's pregnancy. The pair has now made the decision to share this happy moment after years of keeping their private lives private. News from across the globe. Their supporters have been ecstatic by the announcement, but it has also revealed more about their relationship's true nature. One based on respect, love, and privacy. We can only imagine how happy and excited Jana and Steven must be as they are ready to welcome their first child into the world. Their admirers are excited to see what the future holds for the couple and their expanding family, so they will continue to follow their adventure. We can only wish them well for now. The best as they start this new chapter. Sure that their family will get stronger every day, and that their love will continue to blossom. The eldest daughter of the Duggar family dynasty, Jana Duggar, surprised fans with an exclusive inside tour of her own house in a breathtaking and uncommon display of candor. She has long been recognized for her quiet demeanor, poise in the spotlight, and her somewhat enigmatic role in the Duggar universe. The recent home tour by Jana is a significant turning point, not only in her own life, but also in how she is perceived by the general public. Jana has endured years of scrutiny from an inquisitive fan following, many of whom have questioned why she continued to reside at the family house after her siblings had married, had kids, and moved out on their own. She's finally revealing her world to the public with this in-depth peek inside her personal space, which is full of thoughtful design, unique touches, independence, and peace. Power. The tour, which is presented in a moving and visually stunning YouTube video, opens with John standing in front of a small, but welcoming home that is encircled by well-kept hedges and vibrant flower beds that she obviously takes pride in. Jana opens the video with a quiet laugh and acknowledges that she has never truly done this before. She is wearing jeans and a cozy sweater, and her trademark long hair frames a calm yet enthusiastic face. She beams straight at the camera, not with the self-conscious appeal of someone who is now prepared to share her tale in her own words, but with the media-trained glitz of a reality star. This will not be your typical scripted surface-level overview, as is immediately apparent. This is a far more intimate matter. Viewers are immediately struck by how much of Jana's personality is reflected in the living room's decor as the camera moves over it. A serene ambience is created by the room's natural textures, gentle neutrals, and bright yet comfortable design. She clarifies that She desired for the house to seem like a haven where one could rest, think, and be creative. She has framed photos of her family, her trips, and her numerous gardening endeavors on the walls, a cozy reading corner with a homemade quilt, and shelves brimming with books ranging from classic literature to home improvement manuals. A woman with depth, taste, and a profound appreciation for the little luxuries that make a home is revealed in the room. The tour's most unexpected component is Jana's personal workspace for offices and workshops. Longtime fans know Jana for her passion for carpentry, organization, and do-it-yourself projects. She proudly displays a well-equipped workspace where she designs and constructs furniture, refinishes antique items, and plans her next major project. Pegboards are used to store tools neatly. Labels are carefully scribbled. In addition to a feeling of discipline and order, the entire space exudes warmth and love. She talks about how much she enjoys repurposing discarded, forgotten objects into exquisite, useful objects. She clearly takes pride in her work. Her inventiveness and refusal to settle for idle time are evident in the room. She has discovered meaning in accuracy and freedom in workmanship. In the kitchen, Jana shows viewers her favorite appliances and go-to dinners while sharing some of her favorite recipes. Despite its modest size, the kitchen is well designed and functional. Each cabinet and drawer is carefully arranged. Near the refrigerator, a whiteboard displays a weekly Bible scripture with a menu that embodies both health and simplicity. She chuckles quietly as she remembers attempting and failing a few recipes from Pinterest before deciding on the one she really likes. What most enthralls viewers is her storytelling's humility and the sincere work she puts into building a life she loves. Her bedroom, which feels completely hers and sacrosanct, is possibly the most poignant aspect of the trip. Soft, soothing colors are used to paint the walls, and Jana's independence is reflected in the furniture, most of which she has restored or created herself. There is a single candle burning in the backdrop, a stack of diaries, and a modest collection of framed childhood images on her dresser. She acknowledges that she writes, prays, dreams, and relaxes in this room, which is her favorite in the house. This is the point at which Jana is most exposed. She talks succinctly but effectively on the strain she's experienced as the single Duggar over the years. Daughter, frequently depicted as the family's Cinderella or the perpetual caregiver, who never had a happy ending. However, she is not the caretaker of anyone in this room or house. She is merely Jana, and she appears to be truly happy with that for the first time. She discusses her spiritual path, which is essential to who she is, throughout the entire film. Although Jana still upholds the religious values she was taught as a child, it's clear that she now embodies her beliefs in a personal and internalized manner. She describes how her relationship with God has grown more intimate and grounded in introspection rather than public display. This place has been a significant part of her spiritual grounding, as evidenced by the peace in her words and the clarity in her tone. There's a whole room dedicated to plants. Herbs growing outside the window, succulents on shelves, and hanging ferns. Jana's passion for the natural world is brought to life here. She refers to it as her green space and gives credit to space to help her stay composed when things are tough. She describes how cultivating life, whether indoors or in the garden, has come to represent taking care of oneself. The plants serve as living reminders that everything should be grown carefully, quietly, and slowly. Her plants and her own story, one of silent growth, inner fortitude, and flowering in her own time, are difficult to avoid comparing. The video immediately elicited strong emotional responses. Astonishment, adoration, and an overwhelming sense of joy were expressed by fans for Jana. She had been the silent enigma for so long, the focus of speculation and conjecture. Was it illegal for her to go out? Did she have a secret engagement? Was she being restrained? This video reinterpreted the questions rather than merely providing answers. Jana had never been trapped, and the world could see it. She had only been waiting for her own independence, one that she had created herself, away from the cacophony of criticism from others. Additionally, the home tour has rekindled conversations regarding Jana's place in the Duggar family and in large conservative families, women are frequently subjected to unjust expectations. She was expected to manage the family, assist in raising her siblings, and put off her personal goals for the benefit of the group for years. She was scrutinized because she never got married or left the nest early. However, she has created a story that is wholly unique with this house. She hasn't turned her back on her ideals or her family. She has just decided to live her life as she sees fit. Jana doesn't live in a mansion. It is genuine even though it lacks glitz and upscale furnishings. It's warm. It reflects a woman who has led an intentional life. Every element, including the wall images, the furniture, and the arrangement, narrates the tale of a woman who has discovered self-love via the process of building a meaningful existence. Her quest is neither about conformity or revolt. It comes down to following her instincts. At the conclusion of the video, Jana emerges onto her backyard, where she has constructed a little greenhouse with elevated garden beds. She strokes the leaves of a tomato plant with her hands, then grins as she looks up at the sky. She talks about how long it took her to believe that she was worthy of having her own space, pace, and rhythm. Although she acknowledges that she still struggles with doubt occasionally, she is learning to trust herself. She is learning to pay attention to the inner voice that tells her that she is sufficient just the way she is. Sunlight, laughing, and the calming voice of a person fill the video's closing moments. Woman who has discovered her own haven. She gives a gentle farewell, and thanks the audience for watching. Something seems to be coming to an end and something fresh is starting. There is more to the tour than just a mansion. It has to do with home. And for the first time, Jana Duggar is sharing with us not just the home she calls home, but also the life she has created and the tranquility she has earned. Jana Duggar has accomplished something much more significant than showcasing style or decor. By making her house public, she's rewrote the story that has been following her for so long by allowing the world into her most sacred area. She is not stranded. We don't forget her. She doesn't want her story to be written by someone else. She's living it. One quiet moment at a time, one seed sown, one handcrafted shelf. What's even more amazing is that she's now getting attention. Music, her bedroom, which feels both sacred and completely hers, is arguably the most poignant aspect of the tour. Soft, soothing colors are used to paint the walls and Jana's independence is reflected in the furniture, most of which she has restored or created herself. There is a single candle burning in the backdrop, a stack of diaries, and a modest collection of framed childhood images on her dresser. She acknowledges that she writes, prays, dreams, and relaxes in this room, which is her favorite in the house. This is the point at which Jana is most exposed. She talks succinctly yet movingly about the strain she's experienced as the single Duggar over the years. Daughter, frequently depicted as the family Cinderella, or the perpetual caregiver, who never had a happy ending. However, she is not anyone's caregiver in this room or house. She is merely Jana, and she appears truly happy with that for the first time. She discusses her spiritual path, which is essential to who she is throughout the film. Although Jana still upholds the religious values she was taught as a child, it's clear that she now embodies her beliefs in a personal and internalized manner. She discusses how her relationship with God has grown more intimate and grounded in introspection rather than public display. This place has been a significant part of her spiritual grounding, as evidenced by the peace in her words and the clarity in her tone. There's a whole room dedicated to plants. Herbs growing outside the window, succulents on shelves, and hanging ferns. Jana's passion for the natural world is brought to life here. She refers to it as her green space and gives credit to space to help her stay composed when things are tough. She describes how cultivating life, whether indoors or in the garden, has come to represent taking care of oneself. The plants serve as living reminders that everything should be grown carefully, quietly, and slowly. Her plants and her own story, one of silent growth, inner fortitude, and flowering in her own time, are difficult to avoid comparing.